just waiting for the live stream to load on the computer. Is there anything back there? No. Okay. Good morning and hello to those who are tuning in. We're going to be doing our last round of live streams for February, starting with Sagittarius. I call them Sagittariuses. It's not supposed to be condescending. I'm sorry if it is. Very fond of Sagittarius placements. So, and actually in Vedic astrology, most of my placements are in Sagittarius, which is interesting. But anyway, let's see what's in store for you, sweet souls. Now, this reading is intended for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, or any other strong astrological placements in your natal chart that you want to check up on that have a Sagittarius placement. If you're cross-watching, you're more than welcome. Just be warned, I'm a very honest reader and I don't read for the cross-watcher, so watch at your own discretion. As a viewer, I highly recommend you set your intentions. Is there a specific question you want answered? Do you have a specific theme or topic you'd like covered? What would you like to hear in this reading in terms of what would you like to be addressed? As your reader, I'm going to set my intentions with Source. Spirit, please tune me into Sagittarius's energy. Please help me offer Sagittarius the most clear, honest messages for the rest of February. Oh, I'm hearing and beyond. So some of the themes we're covering in this reading are going to be existing past February. You've either been going through it or you're setting the tone in February for what's to come in the year ahead. Anyway, let's get into it. Spirit, please give us some themes for Sagittarius. Okay, we've got 2 cards. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? A bit too much. Which card should I take? I kind of want to take this one. But these 2 showed themselves to you, so maybe we can keep those. At the back of the deck is Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is a sign that really rules your planet. Your planet? It's a planet that rules your sign. Sorry, sweet souls. I'm still having my first coffee, so brain is trying to keep up. It's a planet that rules your sign. So I do like to see that. With Jupiter reversed, I'm a little kind of... Yeah, let's have a look at the other cards to have a look at how and why that's happened. Because as far as I know, Jupiter went direct in a few signs recently. So anyway, let's have a look. We have Taurus coming out for you. We have 2 in the reverse position. We have full moon. There is a full moon. There was one here. I think there's one here this morning, really early this morning. Full moon in Leo. And we also have mutable and solar eclipse coming out for you as well. Okay, how do I feel about this, Sag? To be honest with you, Jupiter at the back of the deck reversed is calling for you to have a look at your baggage. There's something going on in your life right now that is holding you back from expanding and from receiving your good fortune. It's like you guys need to assess what is taking a lot of effort, energy, what is causing mood swings for you. Is there a person in your life that's doing this? Is it a hobby, an interest, a passion project? It's not that we have to cut it loose, but we have to re-examine how much energy we're giving to that area of our life because something's not in alignment and it's causing you to feel less than your usually divinely led self. When you're feeling like your best self, you're not having to worry too much, you're not having to be concerned with what lies ahead, with where things may turn. You're just kind of working with the universe in the present moment, and being optimistic about your future. If you're not feeling optimistic, there's a sign that there's something going on with an area of your life. I feel like this is a person. I'm going to go out and say it. Like I was trying to be ambiguous just in case. But for the Sagittarius who's tuning into this reading, it's a person, especially with the 2 reversed. It feels like you guys care a bit too much. This person could have Taurus placements, but I think you're the one that has the Taurus energy, the Taurus placements. This is a beautiful quality to have. I don't want to critique it. Let's not bring in advice for that, except to be mindful of the fact that you're dealing with somebody who cannot reciprocate, who cannot provide the same. So what is a Taurus sort of vibe? It's a vibe that is very unconditionally loving. Like, you're very empathetic, you're very patient, you're compassionate. You probably give this person more chances than you would other people. And people might even say that to you, Sag. People might say, wow, why do you give this person so many chances, considering what they've done to you, considering, you know, the way that they act, the way that they behave. For the rest of the month, and you are my last sign that I'm reading for. I'm reading this on the 13th of Feb, so what's that? You have 15 days left of this month from the time that I'm reading in my time zone. For the rest of this month, you're being called to focus more on yourself and to be more careful about projecting these beautiful, caring, patient, loving qualities onto other people, because you really need it. Taurus is actually calling for you to slow down, for you to have more lazy days, and for you to just stick to the basics, the bare minimum, especially with 2 reversed. Don't overcomplicate things in your life. Don't sign up for too much. Don't overly commit to other people's plans. Really give yourself time to love on yourself, is what Spirit's saying. This theme has to do with you kind of getting your zest back, your Jupiter back. And to be fair, you can't be that person all the time. So I guess the end of February is just you recharging and really trying to limit the amount you give to others. With love, you know, you don't have to just cut people off. You can say, look, I'm really not feeling well, sorry, I'll make up for it next time, or I just need some time away. If you do have a strong Sagittarius placement, your loved ones will know that you need this. Sagittarius people need their side quests, their recharge time, their do not disturb mode moments, you know. So the people that truly love you and know you will give you plenty of that. It's the people that you feel aren't going to be able to understand you that you seem to be most worried about, which is a concern, because, sweet soul, that's in your nature. If they can't appreciate and understand your nature, are they a real ride or die? And maybe this is a boss, you know, in that situation it's difficult. But if this is a friend, a lover, I'm really questioning why you're afraid to do what is healthy, which is take care of yourself first. We'll cover that with tarot to get more information, but I'm going to read all these themes and cards. So we'll start next with the middle, this full moon energy. To be honest, it's very straightforward in your sign. It just feels like a climax of emotions. You may be getting more emotional than usual before the end of the month. You may have a moment where you just need to cry, let it out. A full moon in your energy is very expressive. It feels very intensely, very deeply, but as soon as you let it out, you'll be better. By the next day, you'll feel better. And once you address that primary feeling, you're going to feel a lot more grounded, but you have to kind of let that feeling out. The full moon is talking about a climax of emotions. So you've been kind of feeling some type of way, and now it's all coming to the surface. These could be moods or fears or thoughts and concerns that were more buried because you just had other things to focus on. Before the end of the month, you're really getting the chance to air it out, to let it out, and to just feel a lot more relieved, because this was like an emotional burden. And to be honest with you, I mean, it could be something that takes a long time, but if it's bothering you this much, you have to, I don't know many Sagittariuses that can hold that in without letting it out in some way or another. So this is healthy to me. That's all a part of your cycle of the month, and just processing, getting again a fresh start for the next month. The last 2 cards as a theme for you, the solar eclipse card talks about clarity and talks about information coming out that helps you understand a situation better. It's a little bit of a surprise, I want to say, or at least shocking, the information you're hearing. It feels like it's coming to you. Somebody you know is saying this to you. And with mutable reversed, it does change the way that you thought things were happening. You thought things were going really well, and now you're realizing things aren't. They're not as natural and carefree as you thought. Things are actually a little bit more complicated behind the scenes. So we're getting a rough idea of what's happening, but let's pull tarot out now to get a clear understanding of what these themes mean for you. I want to start with this last theme. What is this solar eclipse mutable energy for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. What is this solar eclipse mutable energy, Spirit? Four of Swords. The back of the deck is, I'll show you first because I didn't even look. The Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I usually film these not long after I've woken up, and it's like my sinuses are still clearing. So I'm always wiping my nose, but I know that sounds gross. But I feel like me sniffling is even grosser, so hopefully that stops the sniffling. All right, let's start with your bottom deck energy. You're getting clarity on a loved one that's actually really close to you, like a cousin, a sibling. This is someone you have really fond feelings of, a little person, what the heck? Someone that you see as like your little sibling. Why did little person come to mind? The Six of Cups makes me think that they've not been doing well. And it could even be your child opening up to you, telling you what's really been going on. It's hard for you to hear this because whatever's been bothering them, you can't fix. It's an emotional thing. And it feels like they've been handling it. Like they've been with the Queen of Cups reversed. The best thing you can do is just share your own experiences, validate their feelings, thank them for opening up to you. But with the Queen of Cups reversed, it's like, I can't fix this problem. So all I can do is you feel like you're just a placeholder for support. It's very frustrating for you with the Queen of Cups reversed. This is someone you feel really fond of, you really care about, and it's a big deal, and it does seem to impact you. So there could be an opportunity here for you both to talk about what you've been going through, especially if you've lost contact with this person or you just haven't kept up to date with them. Maybe you with your divine energy. Jupiter does have a lot of divine energy. Maybe you could pick up on it. You felt like they weren't telling you everything. Your gut was telling you, this person isn't being honest with me. They're not communicating everything with me. And so it feels beautiful in that respect. You getting to really go beneath the layers of the Six of Cups. It makes your relationship more complicated though. The Six of Cups for me is a Scorpio card, and this is adding another layer of experience onto this connection. It's making your bond with them stronger. It's making you see them a little bit differently, not in a bad way. You just see them as a more, like they're not this young person anymore. They're not this naive, even though you have all this history with them. Whatever has happened in the past though, and they're only telling you now. And with the Four of Swords here, this is a beautiful opportunity to heal, but the healing feels very individual. It feels like you have this clarity and then you have to kind of process it by yourself, because either this person's already processed it, right? It happened in the past. They don't need to bring it up again. They don't need to process it again. You're the one that has to go away with the Four of Swords and really reflect on it and actually see how it feels for you. I'm hearing no hard feelings, but I just wish I was there with the Queen of Cups reversed. No hard feelings, but I wish I was there. Is there any advice, Spirit? The Lover's card is the advice. This was hiding beneath the Six of Cups reversed. The Lover's card talks about honesty, open communication, feeling confident in your mind, in your ideas, in what you want to say, strong communication, listening, just honestly letting this conversation unfold naturally is the best advice. If this has already happened, you're still processing it, and there could be more opportunities to communicate about this and to get more clarity. But really, this is about processing that someone hasn't been doing as well as they appeared to be doing. So talk to who you need to with the Lovers card. I feel like you're keeping this either in the family or in the connection. There's a energy with the Scorpio of being secretive, right? Not wanting to share such vulnerable, raw emotion with everybody. So actually, we'll leave those cards there. Will we? No, we'll shuffle them back in just in case. So that's what that theme is about, sweet soul. The reason why I don't really have advice for you is because I feel like whoever's opening up to you and whoever you choose to open up to, your bond is not able to be described with words. A Six of Cups reversed means you've been through stuff with this person. You've grown with them. Your relationship with them is quite natural, effortless, instinctive even. And I think that you were going to handle this naturally really well. It's just a heads up more than anything of what is to come. So let's have a look at the full moon. I wonder if this is related to that. What is this full moon energy about for Sagittarius spirit? Yeah, Spirit's saying the person that's opening up to you could also be another mutable sign. Gemini, Virgo, who am I missing? Fire is you, water is Pisces. We also have the Nine of Wands coming out for the full moon card. Oh, interesting. The Queen of Wands just came out. And we will take Justice at the back of the deck after I put the deck back together. So we know the full moon is like an intense feeling, an overwhelming buildup of emotion that you're likely to experience before the end of the month. It's a natural process. Your body's purging. Your emotional being needs release. Most of you, this is a cathartic opportunity to cry, a good opportunity to just let the subconscious come to the surface. And for a lot of you, you're going to need to express yourself in order to feel better, which could look like you opening up. But honestly, in true fire sign fashion, I'm just seeing wands. Justice is being served in this situation, which means you're going to feel a lot better once you express yourself. You're going to feel like you're even now. So what you seem to be trying to express is a feeling of being in an unfair situation, or being in a situation where somebody did something to you that you feel wasn't right. You're finding that balance and you're taking your power back by choosing to move forward with the Nine of Wands. And you're also choosing not to give up in this way. So maybe somebody put you in a position where they thought, or you thought, I'm just going to be stuck here forever now. Like, you put me in an unfair situation and I'm not going to be able to get out of this. You seem to be getting balance and getting even by moving on, by moving forward, by not giving up. It's very ambitious, and it's definitely something that you believe is in your best interest. You believe this is going to continue to develop you and attract the right things, the right people, the right opportunities towards you. This also looks like you being open to completing a cycle, regardless of hiccups, regardless of setbacks, regardless of little changes due to, or big changes even, due to other people's actions. You're not letting that stand in the way. You want yours and you're going for it. So this is you making a promise to yourself that you're not going to give up on your dreams. You're not going to give up on your goals. You're really raising your mood by doing this. So even if you cry, like, you're laughing 5 minutes later. You know what I mean? Like, it's a cathartic cry. It's an expression, but it's not impacting your mood. Like, this actually feels pretty high vibrational, sweet soul. Justice is really trying to help you get out of a situation that you felt very stuck in. Look at that imagery on the Nine of Swords. It's like the imagery of doom, really, because on this card, if you imagine you're the tree, like the storm hasn't hit you, you're looking at it and you're feeling it, but like it's not here. So I feel like this is an opportunity for you to get out of your head, for you to remove yourself from something that could get worse if you just stay stuck in it. And it's giving you more opportunities. It is a conscious choice. I want to put that out there. The full moon for me is an internal process, but for you, you're turning it into reality. You're taking that internal awareness, that feeling of like, I'm going to make my life better, and you're turning it into reality through the way that you're expressing yourself. The Nine of Wands for me is a physical action of pursuit. Like you're still pursuing a goal that you had for yourself, sweet soul. This goal is something you're choosing not to give up on. You're choosing to rise above other people's expectations. And it's like this goal was here, but with the Queen of Wands, it feels like you have a renewed passion to complete this goal. Even though you've been working on it, before the end of February, you're like, no, I'm going to finish it. And this is the year I do it, or this is the month I do it. For a lot of you, like I got at the start of your reading, this is a continual theme. It's going to happen throughout the year. You really proving to yourself more than anyone that you got this. So that's probably why you don't want to be in everybody's energy. That's a good segue back to our starting theme over here of Taurus and the 2 reversed. You're even distancing yourself from someone who feels really needy. Not because you don't love them, like them, it's just because you can't cater to their needs. What is this Taurus 2 reversed about, Spirit? Okay, the first card I have for you is the Page of Wands. And then I also have the King of Swords. At the back of the deck is the 10 of Wands. Yeah, so many wands. I don't know why I shuffled these cards back in. Oh well. We didn't really get repeat cards either. Oh, the King of Wands was behind the 10 of Wands. That is crazy. So many wands. So we know that this theme I've read for you at the start. So that was a while ago now. I'm looking at 21 minutes ago. Oh, I have a problem. I've been talking way too much for these last 6 signs, but that's all right. This theme is about taking care of yourself because other people have been expecting too much from you. It's not their fault. It's just that you're in a mood where you need all the time, all the like free time you can afford to yourself. And this is permission from the universe to be lazy, to not overcommit yourself, to do the bare minimum, to just have slow days, self-care in your free time. You know, these are things that you can do to still feel really good in your vessel, feel confident in your body, feel healthy in your body without taking on too much work, right? You shouldn't be, I think it's because of this. If you're going to commit to the 9 of Wands and really finish this once and for all your free time is precious. And the tarot cards are indicating that you have people in your life who can be very either clingy or just very attached to body doubling is what it feels like. And maybe this is helpful for you at times, but before the end of the month, you need to push those boundaries back and say like, look, I love you, but I'm burning the candle at both ends. I need some space. I need some time to myself. And to be honest, with the 10 of Wands, this is to prevent burnout, but this is also happening because people are fine. Like they don't need you to do everything for them. They don't need you to be there all the time. People are still going to be able to survive. You're just in a situation where they became a bit too dependent on your energy, your presence, your nature. And Sagittariuses have a very infectious spark, sort of inspirational energy that kind of makes you just feel a little bit, especially if this is somebody that's used to having you around for important things and that isn't used to even just decompressing by themselves. They got very used to you. So I think with the Page of Wands reversed, this is a temporary separation. This is a chance for you to clear your energy and for you to figure out, well, what do I want to do? You know, maybe you got a little lost in each other for a little bit. Maybe it felt like the two of you were spending a lot of time focusing on a shared future or shared goals, shared hobbies, shared interests. Page of Wands reversed, you've outgrown this connection, this dynamic, and this is a chance for you to have a look at how you can expand from here. You're not a page. If anything, when you're in your peak, fun, zesty energy, you're a Knight of Wands. You're the firecracker, the one that gets everybody dancing. But this is your shy moments. This is your introspective moments. Before the end of February, it's about not being everybody's light, right? You just need to focus on your own light. And the King of Swords is saying that these conversations need to be serious, diplomatic, and structured. You don't have to, it's almost like answering like a politician, right? You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to address the issue directly. You can be really diplomatic with how you communicate this. You can say, oh, I'm just not feeling well right now. I'll talk to you about it properly soon. And that's mostly because with the Page of Wands reversed and the Taurus card upright, you don't have all the answers, but you don't owe everybody else all the answers either. It's not a big deal, but for some reason other people are making it a big deal. And again, like I said in the beginning, if people truly love you, they'll know that you need this. Sagittariuses need their free time, their alone time, their quiet time. I think out of all the fire signs, you guys are the quietest, in my opinion. A Sagittarius placement requires introspection, time alone, and just time to sit and be quiet. You don't want to be the loudest in the room, and this is a reflection of that, trying to recharge. So your advice is to be diplomatic with these conversations because people are taking this personally. It's not personal. It's personal to you because you need this, but it's not a big deal. It's just you saving yourself from burnout. So let's have a look at love real quick. And let me just wipe my nose again. Sorry. It is. Usually it happens a lot when I channel, but in a live stream I just can't edit it out, I guess. Okay, Spirit. When it comes to Sagittarius's love life before the end of the month, what can they expect? Alrighty. The Hierophant. Interesting. Yeah, people are, I mean, look, there's going to be at least one or two key moments with close friends that you're really going to cherish because it feels like a good opportunity to just connect. It ticks some sort of box within you that feels really wholesome. But for the most part, I see you just needing time to take care of yourself. Friends seem to have a lot to say about your love life. I don't know if that's helpful though. It feels more like a distraction from what you truly want. And you're coming across as a little bit complicated too, sweet soul. I don't know if you're a Sagittarius, Scorpio, like cusp, but I don't know if you're actually telling everybody everything about your love life, which is interesting to me. It's like you're keeping things secret is what it feels like. We have the World card reversed. We have the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Death card is at the back of the deck. There's that Scorpio energy, trying to keep something a secret. But also in this case, the Death card is first and foremost a card of transformation, an ending and a new beginning. In this case, it's a messy ending with somebody who you struggle to really close the door on. How is this happening before the end of the month, Spirit? It feels like you've been doing this. This person has been coming and going whenever they want. You've been falling in and out of love with them. For some of you, for years. With the World card here, there feels like a karmic tie now where it's so complicated. How would you even begin to explain it to somebody who just met you? And for the Knight of Swords to be reversed, this person hasn't changed. Forget My bad. I always forget to turn it off. Yeah, they haven't changed. So what has changed? Your values with the Hierophant? Your structures, your habits? You have a stronger foundation now. You have a bit more structure now, so you're not as susceptible to that style, that behavior. Is it the same person or a different person modeling the same behaviors? I feel like it's the same person. Yeah, this is someone who, like, if it was anybody else, you wouldn't let them get away with it, but this person gets away with a lot. Now, for my single Sagittariuses who aren't dealing with anybody, before the end of February, you're really relying on your self-care, your structure, your routine, the work that you've been doing, the advice you've been getting, the insight you've been gaining. And this is the kind of advice that you're getting from people you look up to. It's not like just your auntie or your uncle. These are people that you actually really look up to with the Hierophant. You're relying on those structures to keep you grounded, because when it comes to love, if you're not dealing with anybody, the idea of meeting someone new is really overwhelming right now. You're still feeling, I want to say, shocked by what you've seen happen to other people around you, especially with the World card and the Knight of Swords reversed. Some of you are vicariously traumatized by somebody else's love story right now, and you're like, why would I even try if that's what's happening in the world, you know? For others of you, this is a messy situation with somebody that hasn't ended. It's a loose end. There's a lot of water under the bridge. It feels like a karmic tie at this point. This person hasn't changed. You're in a more structured, solid place. You have more to rely on and depend on in terms of you're not as vulnerable as you were in the past. So you're more inclined to refuse them. They're still going to try. And with the Death card, there'll be an ending. But it's likely that this is going to happen again unless you make it final. Overall, the theme in your love life is to put an end to a cycle once and for all, so that you can start giving yourself new beginnings, so that you can truly try to move forward. This is messy, it's difficult because there's some type of way that you're feeling. The feelings are complicated, they're heavy. You're not really feeling good about love. I think you're more attracted to people who have a complex about them as well. You're finding yourself drawn to people who have baggage or who come across as they've been through things and they may be healed, but you kind of want someone who's been through stuff, who feels a little seasoned, you know, who you can continue to have these conversations with. And a connection that is about kind of like mentoring each other to be better people. It's quite, you're very likely to become attracted to a teacher or a mentor or a life coach or something like that, someone who says really profound things. So please be careful, because those people can be very manipulative. But you're very drawn to, especially with your Sagittarius placements, people that come across as wise and mature and seasoned. If you're in a relationship, your relationship is going to need to confront certain issues. With the Knight of Swords reversed, these are behaviors that you don't feel comfortable with. This could be your person saying, Sagittarius, I don't like it when you do this, but it feels like you also have things to say. You need to confront these behaviors in order to help the relationship progress. Otherwise, you're recognizing that this relationship doesn't fit what you want. It doesn't fit into the foundations that you're building in your life, and it doesn't fit into the form of commitment that you want either. So that's really what I'm seeing for you, Sag. You have the chance here to put an end to something once and for all, giving yourself the chance to start fresh. I don't see a new beginning before the end of the month. I see you processing things, trying to become wiser and being attracted to people who are wiser, and ultimately just needing to recognize an ending when there is one before the end of the month. I'm going to leave your reading there. Thank you for letting me read for you. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Racer. Sorry I didn't say hello before. It's been really lovely tuning into your energy. I wish you all the best for the rest of the month. I hope to see you for the March predictions. I'll be streaming that in about a week and a half. But until then, I wish you peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your journey ahead. Bye.